And love, family. I'm sitting here with some brother and sister comrades. My name is Chief Asifa Nibiru Amasa Bay. Want to talk about what's been going on with our people out here. And what did we title this, J. Drew? We said
we are under siege.
We are under siege.
Yeah, we are under siege.
We're under siege. And I'm gonna J. Drew to start it out, and then I think my sister Queen, Sister Alfie, is gonna say a few things, but. Yeah, we are under siege, and we gotta understand they're using. We haven't claimed our status right. We keep on calling ourselves slave stature, like Negro, Black, colored, and minority. So we keep on allowing them to label us these things, and not really understand the ramifications behind the word, because words have power, and they also have lawful standings with those words. So. Brother J. Juice, we was chiming in on the conversation about these policy enforcers and public actors and their disrespect towards the common, what they call citizen.
Right. I mean, the first thing is you got to understand language as it pertains to jurisdictions and legal fictions. And I mean, one of the things that we overlook is that even use of the word citizen. What is a citizen? It's a sanitized way of saying slave. Whether you paid or unpaid, you got to understand that initially your labor was for your family. You worked for your family. You worked for your well-being, not your survival. Right. We're in conditions now where we're forced to labor or to work for these corporations that used to be families or titles of nobility or other bureaucratic entities that now taken on the corporate stature. So They define us by terms that we don't even understand. Right. And so when you come into their particular venues, they're holding you to a standard that you're not even aware has been placed in your presence. Right. And so you acquiescing to a title that isn't yours. Right. You have a birthright. Right. And so your responsibility is to seek out that birthright. Right. Those of you who practice Christianity, for example, if you study the Bible, like I studied the Bible. Some people read the Bible here and there. Some people listen to their pastor quote from the Bible. But as a person who's studied the Bible, what I've come to understand when you talk about Esau and Jacob, for example, the scriptures say, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. When you go into the New Testament, I just quoted that from the Old Testament. Go into the New Testament, the writings that are attributed to a man they call Paul. He said that if there be any such profane man, such as Esau, who for a morsel of food would sell his own birthright. So there's a reason why Esau was hated. So we have to look at our own people and start to understand the enemy within even. Right. You got people who will sell you for a nickel. Right. Because they've sold their own birthright. Right. And they don't want it back because they think that the system that's being governed by whom it's being governed is better than their own birthright. Right. That was given to them by the Most High, their creator, their superpower, their God.
Right. Their government ordinance.
So you got to understand, in some instances, even when the term God is used at law, they're referring to an artificial entity and not the Most High being or creator or force that's behind all things existing. Right. These people have taken on the title of God for themselves. Right.
Now what's interesting, we talking about God and we believe in I am self-law and master. They say people who think like we think are atheists don't believe in God. Can you break that down? Because you know what? We talked about this. Right. I am self-law, I am master. That means you are know thyself. It says seek thyself approved, for you may be worthy. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of the kingdom.
Yep.
Then it says seek your God who is out of what they call Egypt. That's what it said in the Bible. So
it said my son shall be called from out of Egypt.
Out of Egypt. That's right. Clearly.
I am the Lord your God from the land of Egypt. Now, then he said, I am the land your God who brought you up out from the land of Egypt.
So Moors, understand this. We are the Tacinus people from
Correct.
Kemet, Upper and Lower Kemet, Kemet and Atlantis. We are from these lands, and you know, the fact that we have given a what we call a belligerent occupant, a pilgrim, to come over here and take our land, a trespasser, to come over here and take our land, take our title of nobility, because we were the one who brought forth title of nobility. We gotta understand, we gotta claim our power back. You know what I'm saying? I want to bring a sister on this. Do you want to say something, sis?
Yeah, I
do. Okay, yeah, because she got a lot to say. Trust me.
What I want y'all to do, a lot of y'all are scared. You scared to lose something that you already lost. And it's funny.
Right, that's deep.
So, I mean, why not claim your stuff? Why not claim your status? Why not claim your nationality? Why not go ahead and take that step to make your life better for yourself? Why not protect your affairs and get your affairs in order?
Yeah.
Don't be mad at me because I do me and get my affairs in order, then want to cry later to me talking about, oh, I kept having all these problems. They ain't my problems. You chose it. I chose my God, and it ain't this government.
Right. Well, that's enough said for me right there. That's power and force spoken. You know, brothers and sisters, we got to really be vigilant, and we got to be proactive in our advocacy to advocate nationality and status correction, and to claim who we are as Moors, title of nobility, of indigenous people and toxinous people of this land in Northwest Amexa, i.e. America, misnomered name America, or now liable name America.
May I interject in that vein?
Yes. You can interject on that.
Those of you that say, I don't want to identify with any of those things because I'm a child of God. Let me explain to you the nature of your God. Okay? As a child of God, you're supposed to seek ye first what? The kingdom. Right?
Yamakiyama.
And Yeshua HaMashiach, Yahashua ben Pendara, by his natural birth name of origin, of ethnic, autochthonous, indigenous stature, he told his people that the kingdom has suffered violence, and the violent take it by force. The kingdom has suffered violence, and the violent take it by force. Right. That means people of action. The word volition, violence and volition are almost a similar definition of meaning. You got to understand the terms that are being set for this siege that you've been placed under. Okay? Your enemy knows it. Your enemy never gets off his game. He never steps off his square. And those of you, I don't know why I feel like I just need to say this. If you rode the goat, riding the goat, you need to get off the goat and find that camel.
Ooh. That's powerful. I mean, no offense to my brothers on the square. No offense.
Why would you trade in your camel for a
No
goat?
offense to my brothers on the square, but you know you a Moor. If you know you're a Moor and it's your lineage, stand up for being who you are, a Moor. You know, you were the Fez. The Moors were the protectors of the Shriners, and the Templars were the protectors of the Shriners. The people who worship in the shrines and the spiritual temples. So we have commonality. We were one and the same.
Yep.
And we were teaching the Templars, the Moors, about jurisprudence, governance, and brought forth civilization and cultivation and all of these things. So why do we have to step back from who we are and to being a slave? We got to take back our power.
Until my Hebrew Israelite brothers stop being hung up on doctrine, stop being hung up on religiosity. Understand that all you're doing is declaring a degree. You're declaring 1 degree out of 365. 1 degree. That's what you're doing. But you'll sit out there and bang on those riding the goat.
Man.
Those riding the goat overstand.
Right.
What you haven't come to understand yet is that you have a camel. Understand the camel is indigenous to North America.
Right.
Look it up. Now, where only place you see camels is over where slavery began.
Right.
These are the perennial colonial masters of all of this science that you're controlled by outside of the science that you were born with.
Right. And we are on Turtle Island. This is the land of the turtle, and the other Caribbean islands are the land of the lizard. So, you know, we are the indigenous autochthonous, what they call liable on us as Native Americans or Indians. We're American. I would choose, if we're going to choose anything, we could call yourself American Native. You know what I mean? If anything. But I'm saying this: you're a Moor. You're not from India.
Well, I would only differ in that. I would say Aboriginal.
Aboriginal.
Of the origin.
Origins.
Like Malcolm,
okay.
when Malcolm came back from his trek across the world, one of the main things that he spoke on was us not wanting to identify with what we are, the
Right.
Aboriginal, of the original people, right?
Right.
And we were everywhere. There was never a place that existed on this terra firma that we did not already inhabit.
All right.
So it's not a debate over race because
There's no race. There is no race. Remember
you,
that.
You already won.
You want to chime in on that, Alfie? There is
I
no
can
race.
chime in on that.
All right, yeah, she could. Yeah, let my sister Moore chime in on that and drop some jewels on them.
You know what race really is? See, you better be paying attention to this reproductive situation going on. All these people trying to block.
Right.
Trying to block. Trying to block people from getting what? Get their kids, what you call it? Abortion?
Yeah.
You better think about that. They trying to get rid of abortion because they trying to save their numbers.
Right.
Our numbers gonna always be up. It's a race for them because they trying to save their life.
And sis, going on how that correlates with the wall. If you build a wall and you denying the women the choice over their own body, the own fruit of their womb, being able to make a decision as of life or death, as the Queen Mother, as the feminine force of God, right? And then you building a wall.
You trapping people in. That's what it sounds like to me. Trapping them in for what? See, y'all better be thinking about this stuff,
Right,
man.
right.
What's CeeLo say in self-therapy?
What do you say?
I don't know if these fences are put up to keep their ass out or to keep our ass in.
Yeah, right,
think
right.
Who's that
Keep
peeping
us
in my
in.
window?
Right. Well, you know the big with the corporate man on top of their upper government quasi corporate status has said he's gonna take it out of his own pocket to build his wall. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna put it on the table. Only person you should be deporting is yourself. Because you're not from this
Nah,
land.
you ain't come here to 1860 something.
No,
Your
no.
granddad came here 1860.
Right, right.
Johnny come lately.
Right,
for
right.
real though. What everybody need to be paying attention to for real though is how these foreigners came here, and they're using their labor at a cheaper rate.
Right. I got the call that was on the line interrupting my flow. I'm gonna call them in a minute, but I'm gonna wrap this up because we got some important information we're gonna be sharing and keep on sharing. Peace and love to all the nations of God's on earth. Peace and love to my brother Moors. Peace and love to my Hebrew family.
Yeah, peace and love to all families of the tribe. We all one tribe.
Right. All indigenous families.
I shy.
I say, salute.